All right, hello, my name is Mr. Whyzguy, and as you can see, this is my channel. Do what's on screen. Thank you very much. We're gonna be watching Rad Feminist Instantly Quits Debate after hearing Destiny's Logic. And yeah, so sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy this very short clip.
Pornography, what I would advocate and what I have been advocating for some time is the Nordic model. So essentially it criminalizes the people who are doing the exploiting, the abusing, people who are profiting off of this.
There you go. You just deleted every single person, including the women that are profiting off of this, because it makes them a criminal. So she has a stance where, like, I don't want them to not have the choice to do it. I just wanted to make it criminally prosecutable if they choose to start getting money for it, you know? That's just... I don't think she understands what she's talking about. She literally just contradicted herself.
Of like pushing women to do sex acts and making money off of that. So the pornographers, the pimps, the brothel owners.
Sure. So when you say
dons.
things like banning people that are pressuring or pushing women into sex trafficking, that's a position that's shared by 99% of the world and probably like 90% of people in the sex industry.
Exactly.
I don't think anybody that works on Pornhub or OnlyFans or in a brothel is a fan of people pressuring or pushing people into doing that line of work.
Right, and I think that what a lot of people don't realize.
So saying that it mostly happens all the time, I'm like, no. Most people don't like this. So maybe a small portion of them end up doing these things because it's like, I'm not saying every single one of these people in this industry doesn't like doing that, but you can agree that 90% of the people in that industry doesn't like those bad ethical things. And she just contradicted herself again. She said most people do that. How could most people that want, how could, you know what? Whatever. Brain's overloading.
Realize is how much coercion and exploitation is happening in the sex trade. So I think that when your average guy is watching...
Hold up, she just contradicted herself again.
A brothel is a fan of people pressuring or pushing. I don't think anybody that works on Pornhub or OnlyFans or in a brothel is a fan of people pressuring or pushing people into doing that line of work.
Right, and I think that what a lot of people don't realize is how much coercion and exploitation...
So she said right.
...is happening in the sex trade. So I think that when your average guy is watching porn, he's thinking, well, she agreed to do this. It's not real. She's not actually being hurt, you know, and, you know, she's getting paid. So
Yeah, that's the case for 90% of what's going on there. That is the case. Because if it wasn't, then you would see a lot less of that stuff floating around.
fair game. And
So
they
if
have
there
no
is-
idea
if
what's
there
happened
is-
behind the scenes.
Sure,
They
so if
have
there-
no idea how she feels about it.
Oh, so therefore, since they have no idea what's actually going on, therefore it's the opposite of what they think. That's a sophistic. No, I don't want to say like it's sophistry. Sophistic. I think it's not a sophistic. It's a very misleading argument. I'm just gonna say that. It's a very misleading argument.
They have no idea, and they don't seem to care about how much it'll impact her after the fact, psychologically.
Sure, so if there was a way to
physically.
ensure that people that were doing these types of sex acts weren't being coerced, would you all of a sudden be okay with the whole model? Or is this a red herring that you don't actually care that much about? Like,
Well,
let's
it
say
just
that there was
doesn't
an industry.
exist. It's not a
I didn't ask
reality.
I didn't ask
So
that.
I
I
wanna
said that if
talk
we could
about
make a
reality.
company, and that company had like affirmative consent forms or something, there was some way to ensure that every single person that was involved in the production of their pornography.
And that company does definitely exist in the real world. I just don't think she knows about it, and mostly because companies out there aren't gonna show other people. Like, you could just go up to one of these people and let them show you the contract, but sometimes you can't really show the contract because it might be illegal to do so. I don't know how law works when it comes to that type of stuff, whether you can like publicly disclose the contract or whatever, but that definitely does exist. Like, if it didn't exist, then how is this industry still like legal and working properly? Oh, because it's all just exploitative, and everyone's like, okay, then that's probably her answer to that. And I'm like, okay, all right, fine, you can believe that.
Wasn't being coerced or abused or whatever, and they were.
But like, that doesn't solve any issues that you're oh, that doesn't solve any of the problems that you're talking about. So it's just her opinion at that point.
Be doing it the whole time, as much as you would be doing a job, would you be okay with that industry, or would you still be ideologically opposed to it on principle?
Well, first of all, suppose
That's the problem. I don't think she has a principled position on this. So this is just gonna go nowhere.
supposedly that's already happening. Supposedly these women are already.
I didn't ask
signing
supposedly if it's
contracts
happening.
saying...
I'm asking if that was
yeah, but
reality.
I'm
would
talking
you be
about
okay
what
with it?
happens in the reality.
But I don't
I'm not
actually. I don't.
talking
The
about a
problem is that right
fantasy
now
world.
I don't
I mean,
know.
we could also say like,
I don't
maybe
know what you're. I don't
communism
know what
works.
you're. I don't know what you're opposed to right now. I don't even know what part you, because it seems like what you're saying is women being pressured into sex trafficking is bad, but literally nobody disagrees with you there. But that's like a very like illegitimate position to take when the behind position is actually you would outlaw all pornography. Is that that's what it sounds like I've heard you push for, or you'd make almost all.
Yeah, exactly. That is what she said in the beginning. Yep.
All this illegal. So if that's the case, then I want to hear that position. I don't want to hear, I think people shouldn't be pressured into porn, because everybody agrees with you. I agree with you. But so I'm asking if you could find a way, hypothetically, to remove all of the pressure, would you still be okay with people doing porn?
what I don't think it should be legal to do is to pay somebody else for sex.
Okay, so you made it to the end. I'm just here to remind you to don't be disrespectful and throw a comment down below, because you left without saying anything, and that's not cool. Remember to do things on the screen right now, and thanks for watching. This is an automated system, by the way.